Yeah, it's recording right now.
Right. And
You know, one of the first things I did was make sure that I got all the kids' phone numbers, and I called every single kid. If I didn't talk to the kid, I talked to the parents. If I didn't talk to the parents, I left a message.
Well, I was late to the meeting, and I thought, like, this guy already hates me.
At the first of the year, he just didn't like me because I didn't show up to the meeting.
I didn't come to the meeting, like the summer meeting, because I couldn't. And then I come here and I try to like talk to him, like, hey, what's your name? Like, where are you from? And he would just look at somebody else and be like, tell her, because she wasn't here at the meeting.
I went to the meeting.
No offense, Mr. Smith, but to be honest, I hated this class with a passion because I had no idea what a chord thingy was called, and I felt like you were judging me for it.
Honestly, when I found out there was a new teacher, I was pretty pissed off about it.
Same. I was salty as a saltine cracker.
First heard we were getting a Mr. Smith. I had only been told about the Coach Smith, so I was expecting someone really tall, intimidating, and that's not what we got.
I know he really does not like me.
You know, the one person I think really likes me the least is probably Carl, which, you know, I really do like him. I don't get why he thinks that way.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying if I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and Mr. Smith with a gun and 2 bullets, I'd shoot Mr. Smith twice.
The hardest time would probably be the first couple of weeks. I'd watched some of the videos they had done previously from the year before, and quite honestly, what I saw it wasn't very good.
Standards for this class are just a little too high.
Oh, just a little too high. Oh my god.
in all honesty, we put zero effort into that first assignment because we thought Mr. Smith was mean because he wouldn't talk to us for the first week.
We're here. Yeah, no, what happened this morning?
Put the orange cone in front of us so we couldn't even
He
get
just
through.
blatantly
And
looked.
he just shook his head like.
He just shook his What head. a moron.
I think that the San Antonio trip, made us realize that we might actually
Like the class.
like this class
a lot.
a lot.
Because we saw that he cared for us and that he wanted us to do well.
I think San Antonio was really the turning point in this class. I went from hating it to loving it. It was like a whole 360.
I think the saddest day in here was probably the day of the mouse incident.
Memorial service.
And my least favorite memory is probably have to be whenever I saw Miss Chick coming in with a green bucket. And then her saying, looks like good food.
I didn't really know it very well.
Yeah, I was glad the mouse died. I personally didn't like him.
I've honestly never been more traumatized in my life. Like, this was a whole new level up from Brent's Screamo music.
It was just so tragic, that cute little mouse, and the bell rang during the funeral, so I didn't even get to say my goodbyes.
You know, one thing I'm usually against is something I call staff incest, meaning dating between staff members. I've not had problems with that before, but since I've gotten here, we definitely have a little bit of a problem. Early on, there was this weird thing between Victoria and Brent, although I think it's more Victoria than Brent.
It was all Victoria.
For the longest time, I thought Katie and Braden were dating. Apparently, they're not.
I just want to make a public service announcement that me and Braden Barr are not and never will be dating.
Josh and Katie, I didn't think were dating, but they are. And then who knows what's going on? Like, everybody seems to kind of want to sort of date Maddie, but not really sure.
I mean, like, he has a good point, because who wouldn't want to date me?
We've got Caleb and Carl, and I don't know what's going on there, but there's something weird happening there.
Someone that I have a really big crush on in class is Carl.
No!
Oh God!
One thing I figured out pretty quickly is this group really likes to sing.
Terrible.
Well, I'm working on it.
So it's gonna be forever. or it's gonna go down in flames.
Okay, let me break it down for you. She is never, ever, ever, ever coming back to Spotify.
I just take your breath away. I don't understand much to say. So, come on, Brent, we're gonna sing a song.
I'm the type of person who likes all different genres of music, and that happens to also include screamo. So because of that, I encourage Brent when he's playing his screamo music, and mainly because I know that Katie just hates it so much.
Brent's music scares me so much.
I'm not saying I don't like Brent's music. Wait, yes I am. It's freaking terrifying.
Meh.
Either way, he doesn't realize that it's screaming things at you, and he tries to tell you that it's Christian music, it's Christian screamo, but I don't understand how it's Christian screamo when Satan himself is singing the songs.
Well, I guess my music could be classified as a weapon. I don't see it that way personally. I really like it. It really doesn't need defending.
Hey there, Brayden.
So, from room 126 at Salina High School, a room that was just that, just a room. It's a room that's now home to a family. It's now an office to a group of kids who are absolutely awesome, who've learned so much, who've come so far. And we're going to see how strong we can build this relationship, how close they can come to being a family. And we're going to go out and be awesome. And that's the bottom line.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Donald and Cupid and Ronald and Blitzen. That's the reindeers.
There's no Ronald.
There's a Ronald.
That was pretty bad. You want to redo that?
Yeah.